2021 has been a landmark year for the Femtech industry, with global VC investment crossing the $1 billion mark for the first time, according to PitchBook data. Funding for this space wasn't even half of that, when Ida Tin, founder of Clue, a mobile fertility tracking app, coined the term Femtech in 2016. So what changes are driving so much growth for this historically overlooked space? A subcategory of health technology, the Femtech industry refers to the range of health software and tech-enabled products that cater to female biological needs, such as menstrual cycle tracking, fertility, and pregnancy. PitchBook groups the Femtech startup landscape across 4 key subsegments. According to PitchBook, secular drivers have recently propelled new growth opportunities in the space, including increased representation of women in the venture capital industry and rising awareness and acceptance of women's health issues. Such advances have contributed to a steady increase in funding for Femtech over the last decade. In 2019, the global Femtech market generated over $820 million, and according to PitchBook, is estimated to reach at least $3 billion by the end of 2030. 2021 was an especially notable year for Femtech startups, with several sizable deals taking place for companies in the space, including Flow's $50 million Series B and Maven Clinic becoming the first Femtech unicorn, following a $110 million Series D. PitchBook analysts believe this growing market will usher in new investment opportunities to develop innovative approaches to general health and disease management. But even with this positive outlook, research and funding for discovering and marketing treatments specifically for women remains relatively low. Even with the estimated $500 billion in annual medical expenses attributed to women, according to PitchBook, only 4% of all healthcare research and development is targeted specifically at women's health issues, despite women accounting for approximately half of the global population. Female-founded Femtech startups face additional hurdles due to a lack of gender diversity in VC, as pitching to male investors remains a challenge. According to PitchBook, over 90% of venture capital decision-makers are male and may not seek to understand women's health issues, preventing them from recognizing this market opportunity. However, these barriers may be lowering as the venture capital world becomes more diverse and male investors begin to recognize the Femtech market opportunity. In fact, female-founded companies deliver over twice as much per dollar invested than their male-owned counterparts, which could potentially increase investor attention. For more news and analysis, visit pitchbook.com.